Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio with Bobs and Angels mods. And I can't tell you how pleased I was to find out when I went and set up the more advanced version of the iron smelting to go along with the copper one, is that they do have differing recipes. I had to squeeze in a little bit of coke production over here to... Oh, modular armor just finished. I don't know, do batteries, sure. Squeeze in a little coke production here because to make the processed version of the iron ingots, we needed that. So I'm sure all this space, all this use of space here is not going to be ideal going forward, but we've got it going, so we've got, more efficient processing of iron. I'm not going to worry about replacing the lead smelting or tin smelting right now, because we don't actually use very much of it. So the fact that it's not running at 100% efficiency right now isn't a big deal, and we don't yet need the ingots of this to make some more advanced material, although I'm sure it's coming real soon. Anyway, we are going to start tackling the oil issue here, which I have done zero looking at so far, so expect a lot of the fuck and probably retracking our steps here. But first, we're going to set up the actual industrial production for that. And I realized I made sort of a mistake, and yet not a mistake, on something a little while ago here with my assembly chains. God, this is a long walk, even on the freaking red transport belts. Right over here, on some of these, I have it set up. Where's an example? See, these are set up okay. Yeah, like right here, right? Because this we're doing the ore processing machine Mark 1 and then Mark 2s, but we don't have room for a box of the Mark 2s. But it's okay, because what I can do is I can move this guy to here, so the Mark 1s go directly into a Mark 2 without a buffering chest, and then there'll be enough room for a chest over there. So it's going to be fine. Plus, if nothing else, we can use the insert or modification thing to just put the chest in a wonky area. Anywho, I'm not going to extend this line anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build another parallel line for some more construction. And what we're going to do is we're going to plan it around the same sort of thing here. Oh, I'm going to have to pick up some more automated tools. Maybe I will leave room like this. And the wooden chests are still going to be perfectly fine. Like that. The yellows are going to be more than sufficient for something like this. You are going to get set to a limitation that way. We are going to have a trio. We're going to have a trio of red belts on both sides, which means this production chain here, a sort of mini mall. And I mean, I'm sure there's like, if, we figured out all our Oh, I have like no material. If we figure out all our ingredients ahead of time, we can probably make a much denser, much more sophisticated little mall. But other than just taking up less space, I don't think it's going to be a real problem one way or to other. You're good on that. I don't think I've got, like, hydropole production yet. And I know I call it hydro. It's because... I was going to say it's a Canadian thing. It's not exclusively. I think it has to do with places where most of the power comes from hydroelectric. People just tend to refer to it as hydropoles. And I think it's because, like, the companies tend to be, something hydro. Right? Like, around here, it's Ontario Hydro. So it's like, oh, hydro equals electricity. Well, in a way, it does. But, yeah, anyway. Hydropoles. So if you hear me say that, that's why. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to set up trio of grabbers like that and like that. And you are going to grab from there. And you are going to grab from there. And like that. And like that. Now, I don't know for sure if this properly gets picked up by the blueprints. Let's clear that one, but we'll see. So I'm just going to grab this blueprint like that and paste it there. Yeah, it looks like it does get grabbed, which is nice. And in terms of power, we'll just do this. There's going to be some overlap in the power cables, but that's all right. Right. I'm going to go and get some more of the nanobots before I start this next bit, because it wouldn't surprise me if I were to run out. How are we doing on bullets? We're good there. We don't have yellows on us. Oh, we do, actually, in our actual gun tray. So I'm just going to dispose of that. Hopefully, like, the red, the blue assembly machines, the assembly machine Mark 2s, are still the, all we need for this. We'll see. So I'm going to drop you in there. And I guess I may as well drop some bullets in here, then. So we're going to do that, and grab you. So we've got lots of nanobots. And it looks like we should probably pick up some more inserters, actually. My inserters are over there, right. And I still don't have... Oh, I do actually have... Right, that's right. I have the stack inserters unlocked, but I don't have electronic circuit boards, I think, because we need some of the oil products. We'll get that resolved soon. So a little... You know, I'll grab a double stack of yellows. It's going to be okay. And a double stack of the blues this way. That's going to be fine. May as well grab the reds just for recipe completion. I know they're not strictly needed, and they use more powers than yellow, but I think that's going to be okay. So I think that's going to be our pattern. So that blueprint here, I'm going to clear... Grab this. And just do some of this. So yeah, we can have 12 different types of resources on here. And we'll just be ready. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes in this, because it'll be kind of annoying. Maybe I should have fully implemented the first one, but we'll see. Okay. The idea is partially to copy this. I'm not going to have these like little in-place gear producers. Instead, what I want... is I'm going to want the first input here. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay to like literally just bring it down here like this, and actually like this and like that. And then from here, boom, 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 boom. There we go. So we get iron plates on one side. And just a very straightforward iron gear intermediate products go there. So we're just going to grab and place. Actually, I can do this slightly better if I do that, because then I can just put one of those like that. Excellent. There we go. So we'll get iron gears on the other side. You know, there'll probably be a shortage at first, but again, everything's going to fill up at some point, and that's going to be okay. So for the next line, I want to do something that is basically the same, except is for steel. I guess I can probably scrooch it in right here. That's going to be fine. Yeah. So we'll have another line like this, except this one's going to be for steel gears. What is this? Brass. Because I know that some of these need that. At least I think so. So you're going to go here, and then what's going to happen is we'll have something that goes like that. And like that. Wait. That, and I guess the easiest way would be to do this. Might be wrong. For all I know, I don't need the steel gears right away, but I thought I did. I don't even know everything I'm building yet, but we'll see. Electric energy accumulators, sure. You know what? Well, we don't have basic solar panels yet. But I'm going to be... I did unlock modular armor. Ooh, robotics. Oh, that's flying frame. We need batteries. We're close, though. And you know me, I love my little bots. So if we do that, and that, and that, and... I guess I can clear this blueprint now. Because we're just going to grab this, and do that. Excellent. And I'll go up a bit, just in case we do, you know, decide we want more of the factories, getting ready to set that up. And do some of those. So, like, we need pump jacks, right? Not pumps, but pump jacks. Steel plates, electronic... Iron pipes. I don't know if we want to... You know what I'm going to do for the pipes? I think I'm just going to get it here. It might turn out that more of this needs pipe production, in which case we will go and belt it. We can belt it on the other side. But for right now, I'll assume we don't really need it for much other than this. And we'll see. You have the limit. Did the limit copy over in the blueprint as well? Yes, it did. Good, 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 good. Okay. You know what, actually? Okay, you're good now. I will go and set up... I can do something a little wonky here. Where you're going to drop into the box there. And you are going to grab from the box here into there. Because then what I can do is set up another one of these that grabs like this. And places up in there. A little funny. And places... Oh, sorry. Your pickup is here. Your drop-off is there. And, I don't know, double stack on that. And you know what? Again, a little wonky and a little awkward, but not the end of the world. We'll do some underground piping this way, too. That goes here. You're limited that way. We'll limit you like this. I gotta say, this, like, extendo grabby thing is pretty good. You are actually gonna grab from here. And then, oops, you're gonna place into there. Da-da-da-da-da. You could probably just be a yellow. Alright. Okay, you need circuit boards. So we'll get that on the other side. And again, like here, I'll do a combo of both. Which means we can run very similarly to last time. And like that. And yeah, it'll look a little funny, but oops, you do that. And go underground a bit. And you do this. And you do that. There we go. So we have both types of circuit boards on here. Which means that now our pump jacks are going to get started. I don't know if there's a level 2 pump jack, but we'll allow room to do it. So you're now producing these things. Excellent. So, petrochemical refining. I'm betting we should... Okay, we have some of this automated already. I did it over here, didn't I? We've got air filters. We've got liquefiers. We've got electrolyzers. Liquefiers. Okay, so we've got everything on the first row. What we don't have is oil and gas separators, which I assume we're going to need at some point. So let's make you an oil and gas separator. It's not even a Mark 1, so there might not be an upgraded version for it. But that's okay. We can, like, you know, if it turns out we don't need an upgrade, we can just, you know, rip some of this other stuff out and get it to go. Did I effed up on my blueprint. And didn't actually copy everything properly. Well, doom, 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 and oops. There we go. Something like that. So what are you missing? You're missing stone bricks and steel pipes. All right, well, since there's no... This is not a Mark 1, then. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to invert, invert, and you're going to make steel pipes. And then dump them in there. There you go. Seems like it's a fast enough job to do this kind of thing. Okay, you need stone bricks, which we're going to get on one side of this thing. Like that. Like that. Get you to come across this way. All right. So like that, and like that. And like this. And like that. So now we got steel bricks coming in. Or stone bricks coming in. So the oil gas separator sounds like something we're actually going to need. What else do we got? I guess I should just look at what's craftable here. It filters it a little bit for me. Petrochemical. So we got you. What is this? Gas refinery. Gas refinery it is. And again, there's not a level 2 version of this. And again, you need steel pipes. So I'll do the same thing. Where we do that. Get you to make steel pipes. First dumping into here. Alright, that's good. Oh wait, then you don't have anywhere to dump. Right. Ba, 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 ba. Well, this can definitely be able to save a little bit of power. And copy the limiter. Okay, oil and gas separators. Gas refineries. So we have flare stacks, I think. Electric boilers presumably means... That's interesting. That must mean we no longer need to feed coal into our boilers. But wait. How do you make power then? This can't possibly work to generate power with their steam engines. I mean, that would violate the laws of thermodynamic, right? But it must be useful for something else, I bet. Like a little... So there's probably some other gas that needs... Or liquid that's got to be at a certain temperature. And it might be convenient to get this going. So, I don't know. I will make an electric boiler. Which actually will have everything it needs in place over here. Yes, no? Oops. Oh, you need iron pipes. Something like that. Something like that. Your job is iron pipes. No, not that way. We'll unlock logistics robots. Oh my god. The robots are going to be so much more complicated. But, I mean, that shouldn't really be a surprise now, should it? Exactly. Okay, electric boilers. Steam cracker. Advanced chemical plant. Now, it's possible, like, we don't need both of these, right? It's possible... Well, they have the exact same recipe. They're definitely called different things. Advanced chemical plant. Chemical plant. So I'm going to guess we don't need a chemical plant if we can make the advanced ones. So we'll get a steam cracker. And an advanced chemical plant. Both of these need steel pipes, which actually I think we could have probably optimized on something else a little while ago. I think I'll still put things into a box, actually. I think that's still okay. So we'll have to do a little bit of a funky do pickup over here. And do that. So this one's actually going to dump there in the box, and this one's going to grab there from the box. And then from here, you're going to drop it into a box. And then you don't need a second level. And you're still missing, oops, these pickups. There we go. Okay. Was there... I think there was one more. Chemical plants. Steam crackers. Okay. Well, that's everything I'm vaguely aware of, anyway. So, let's start from the bottom, because these boxes should be full. 20 pump jacks. Seems like a fairly good number. I don't know. There might be more than 20 things there. Tell you what. We'll go ahead and, like, allow 2 stacks of this going forward. I have no idea how much we need of these other things. Apparently, I filled up my inventory. Yes, I did. Here, have some steel pipes. One of you needs iron pipes. There we go. Although, actually, I'm going to need the pipes to route things around here. Let me just make a bunch of medium poles. That'll clear up some space. We've got this. I can delete these blueprints now. Okay. I have lots of those. I have 10 of those. I just don't know where I'd stop. We have the boilers. Let me leave those there for now. Got the steam crackers. That's oh, hold on. The steam crackers is probably what you need the electric boilers for convenience, although there might be other ways of getting it going. Because you presumably... Maybe you boil water and then put oil through, or I don't expect you to heat the oil, although I suppose that's conceivable. Well, let's go ahead and get these plopped down, just for whatever. Thump, 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 thump. And, oh, apparently run out of reds. Did I really use 600 setting all that up? I was underestimate how many we need. I've got way too many undergrounds. I mean, you do go through them fairly quickly, but let's get rid of a stack of these bad boys and pick up a bunch of those. Not that I'm going to need that many belts for this and what I'm going to need is undergrounds. Let's dump 1 million of these iron plates here. There we go. Thank you very much. So I've got the undergrounds. I just need regular pipes. A couple of stacks worth. Sure, probably. Okay. So let's go see how we actually use this. I have a little bit of landfill here. I'm just going to go and schmooch this down over here to clear up some more spots. All right. Done, done, done. So I'm going to hook up this oil here. Now, I think there's more. I know there's like natural gas is a thing, but I think this is still the primary source of just main oil products. I don't know. Long walk, I should bring some paving material with me. Maybe that's what I'll do in between episodes here. I'll just pave the entire desert. All right, you. What's your deal? To clear these stones. Yeah, I was going to say I'm probably full. That's okay. We're going to empty a bunch of stuff here. So pump jacks, I'll just, you know what, I'll have them all go east, and then if that has a block, then we'll rotate things. Yeah, see, like this one here. And that one there. Okay. Now I'm going to just use regular pipes here. Yeah, I really don't need as many undergrounds since I can squeak through things, which is super handy. I can see why people are addicted to this mod. And how you could, like, never, ever, ever go back to playing without the squeak through. The long reach, I haven't, like, fully... My AI isn't all the way there in terms of, like... Because I don't remember to use it that often. So, you know, it's not necessarily the end of the world if I didn't have access to it. Although I can see why other people, like it as well. But the squeak through, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And I just realized what I don't have is oil storage. What are they called? Tanks? Should I just look for tank? Yeah, storage tank. Because I would like that. Well, okay. What I can do, first of all, let's assume we're going to tank the first set of crude or mixed oil or whatever it is kind of down here. So what I like to do is, first I'm going to use some of these longer poles here. It's not quite fully connected to the grid, but it's not too bad. I like to get everything powered up and then have everything basically just stop producing. I might drop a couple of guns down here just in case something gets through my defenses somewhere. Okay, so everything will just fill up here. And yeah, let's get a gun here and over here. We cover everything and they cover each other. Just in case. So at some point they'll stop because these pipes will fill up, and that'll be fine. And then I'll put a tank down. So yeah, that's what I need to do is probably set up automated tank production. I mean, we may as well. And I think that would even get used for the railroad cars later on. And it's probably worth having that set up in some sort of automation. So yeah, we've got room on this line. Although we could easily add it to here because the tank production is really easy. But yeah, you know what? That's fine. We're gonna go and do you here, like that, and you'll go into there, which is gonna be fine. Man, you need a lot of material. Yeah, I mean, handcrafting it is easy, and we don't need infinite amounts of these, but it'd be a bit of a pain. I'm gonna wait until there's 4 in here. Grab those. I like to set up a little quad. They look good. Come on. There we go. And this is just one of my processes for me to know for sure that I've properly hooked up all of the all the pump jacks to one grid, because I'm sure it happens to everyone, but I'm aware of how often I fail to connect one of these pump jacks, and I learned early on that this is a good way to double check things. So right now, none of these things are animating, because none of them are pumping. That is indeed true. So if I go and set, I'm actually going to set it somewhere over here. That way, if we set up a train to deliver stuff or something, it might be convenient. And now everything is animated, telling me that probably everything is connected up. All right, so we have multi-phase oil coming in here. I don't want the wood. I'm going to just go and... So where are we being attacked? Over here. Ooh, these things are almost dead. What's our episode timer? Okay, well, we're definitely going to have to go and put a cut in here in a second. And I'll be doing a pass over there to... fix up and maybe buff up the defenses over there. I should probably just go back and push away some of the... Oh, we're actually starting to run out of coal over here. I should probably go and blow up a few of the nests. Just to give us a little bit more of a buffer with the pollution. We'll see. Okay. So, I guess I can't search for, like... Again, I can't look for... things that are used by multi-phase oil. Only ways to make multi-phase oil. I'm betting we have to crack this, but I don't know. I guess the question is, what's the next thing in the chain? Like, what do I actually need? Well, I want to make electronic circuit boards, which means I need transistors, which means I need plastic. So, plastic. That's a good question. We'll start with that. Plastic. Plastic bars can be made just one way that I'm aware of right now. It gets made... Interesting. It gets made in assembler from liquid plastic. Okay, so liquid plastic. We make it from propene gas or naphtha and propene gas, although... Oh, that is... So this is a 40 to 10. This is a 40 to 20. So naphtha plus... Oh, that's polyethylene gas as opposed to propene gas. And here we've got formaldehyde and phenol, which makes 30 plastic. Now, I'm assuming that this is a far superior and more efficient way of doing it. And we might even have... Oh, we need plastic 3 for that. We need plastic 2 for this. Okay, so we can't do it right now. Because I was going to say, I might go and start with the first tier anyway to get some plastic so we can make the better electronic components and get that started and then replace it. But I guess we have no choice but to start here. So liquefiers or advanced chemical plants or chemical plants can all convert propene gas to liquid plastic. Okay, the bigger question then becomes, how do we get propene gas? From methanol and steam... Okay, this is... We technically have the technology for this route. This gives you 80 propene and 20 residual. Okay. Yeah, let's get the logistics slots. So it looks like for the one with the naphtha here, we need to start producing red metal catalysts. And to me, it looks like we're going to be producing probably these metal catalyst carriers, then filling them with the red metal catalyst, and then we get to get them again. So a more complicated process. It does not result in any residual gas. I am still tempted to just rip out a little bit of plastic as quickly as possible. The question is, okay, red metal catalyst, what do we need for this? We need iron ore and copper ore. So not bars or anything, just the ore, and then we need to make metal catalyst carriers, which are actually really easy to produce. Okay, but then the bigger question becomes, how do we get the naphtha? That's one of the things we need to do. Heavy oil to naphtha, crude oil to other things. Okay, I think... Oh, this is not going back. Oh, that's the back, but now we're like all over... Oh, no, that... Methanol. Oh, even methanol needs... Well, there's a few different ways of getting it. Methane. How do we get methane? From petroleum gas. Or other... Jesus, fuck. Wait. Okay, methane and petroleum are swappable? So the only way to get petroleum that I know of is to convert it from methane at a 1-to-1. Okay, so methane, we got to look for one of the other recipes then. Natural gas liquids or crude oil. Motherfucker. And oil refineries. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm not making any oil refineries, am I? I'm not. Oh, because you need 5 goddamn ingredients. So I can't make it in the blue assemblers. Now, I could hand make this pretty easily. I don't know if we need them or not. Okay, I might have to take a different tact here. Let's put down an advanced chemical plant right here. I want to look up everything that uses multi-phase oil, but again, that's not a thing. Okay. Petrochemical refining. Let's see. That's various electrolysis and things. This is water or chlorine, no. Air. So it's none of these, probably. Multi-phase oil. Okay, there's the row we're interested in. So this takes multi-phase oil and makes things out of it. Is that the only recipe I know that takes in multi-phase oil? That's showing the... Oh. I think it might be. Alright, I see why people said I would lose my mind here. I might have missed one. But I feel like this is the only recipe that uses it right now. So it gets made in oil and gas separators? That's what it looks like to me. Which is this thing here. Let's put it down here. Right, okay, so you only have 2 recipes. You can separate natural gas into things, or you can separate multi-phase oil into things. That seems like our start. That's not so bad. It only took us, like 10 minutes of looking through our entire collection of everything we could possibly create. So you make... Oh yeah, it won't tell me what this is right here. Which is kind of annoying, but I can do... If I do a search for, say, raw gas... Nope, really? Raw gas, crude oil, sulfuric waste. But it makes crude oil. Yeah, right here. That's the recipe here. It makes raw gas, crude oil, and sulfuric waste water. I'm sure we can just dump this directly into the ocean, right? But the crude oil itself, I bet you, has to be passed through the refinery, doesn't it? No idea. I feel like I kind of want to, like, separate and buffer all these things somewhere over here. Like, continue to have these giant stockpiles of reservoirs. For all the different chemicals. Until I know what the hell I'm doing with them. And then, you know, maybe end up removing them later. But it's a start. Okay. Well, let's put a cut in here. Apparently I need some more pipes, which is fine. Let's put a cut in here. I guess I could get rid of a lot of this, like, stone piping around. Still don't know what the size does and if that affects how quickly, like, how much stuff can be inside of any one pipe. It probably does. Yeah, we'll go and stuff it in there. And then see what happens. I gotta go and tweak those defenses in between episodes. We'll get some more material over here and see how it goes. But yeah, I can kind of see a giant field of these storage canisters, and then we will then pump them, probably using actual pumps at some point, because there'll be some long distances here, to areas that give a shit. Thanks for watching. See you next time.